You are watching Nico Evaluates. With over 24 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the Buster Only No Miss Challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell my honest opinion on different Mega Man games. So sit tight and learn. I play the games so you don't have to. Hello people and welcome to Nico Evaluates Mega Man Eternal. After the successful Mega Man 2.5D evaluation, I decided to tackle another. Now, Mega Man Eternal 2 is right around the corner to be published, I think soon, so what a better way than to check the first one, so we know what to expect out of the second one. Of course, the second one is gonna be a Game Boy styled game, so keep that in mind. If you don't know who I am, go check my channel. I do the Buster Only No Miss Challenge. I'm on the Wily stages right now, so if that tickles your fancy, go check that out. But as we go into the options here, we customize our controls, which for my gamepad, the Xbox One, the controls don't seem to work. Like, I can't bind all of the buttons I'd like to, but if we go through here, it asks for jump, shoot, left, right, all good so far, up, down, pause, beat up. Okay, let me just lower my pants here. No, what the fuck is this? Can you just tell me what this is? I have no idea. Beat up. There's not enough controls in my gamepad for this, and it doesn't even accept anything. I'm pressing a button. Of course, I already assigned these, but I didn't assign the select button. That doesn't work either, so let's try, nope. Okay, beat up. W. Beat down. Now you're just asking too much. The game doesn't tell you what this is. It's probably for controlling beat for whatever reason. So if I have to control beat separately, I would need to use my keyboard with my controller, which I'm not gonna judge them yet. We'll see how that plays out. A thing to note is that if you press the escape key at any point in the game, it just shuts off. It doesn't ask you, it just cuts you out. Like, boop, thanks for playing, I guess. So don't press ESC anywhere in this game. So, let's get into the game and we'll see what this game is all about. That's a cute sprite for Rush. Excuse me? Is that is that I'm done. Done. Right. Let's just check here. Okay. Alright. That's gonna set the tone for the rest of the game. Let's get into the game. So obviously, if you didn't catch it yet, the standing animation is not the normal standing animation. Of course, you people out there at home probably did catch that already, but this is the first sprite of the tippy-toeing animation. So he's kind of standing there like... But let's just look past that, because we can't change that, can we? But how do you make... Okay, I'm not gonna criticize the game yet. So, first things first. Shooting. Seems delayed. Look at how fast I'm mashing the button. Not even the controller can keep up with my mashing. And look at how slowly I'm firing. This means that I can't shoot 3 times in the air. I can only shoot twice. I can only shoot twice on a Mega Man game when I'm in the air. Look at how many times I press the button in the air. I think I got 3 there. That's ridiculous. There is no excuse. Next thing. Look at what happens when you... Why is Mega Man bobbing his head back and forth? But look what happens when I shoot. It kinda like twitches the sprite back like 1 pixel. Or even 2, it looks like 2 or 3 maybe. Look at that. But that's the least of our worries. Cause look at me trying to jump. Welcome to Mega Man 6 jump mechanics. Guys, I haven't even passed the first screen of the game. And this will totally set the tone for the rest of this game. The controls are god-awful. It is, by far, the worst controls I've ever dealt with in any Mega Man fan game this far. These are the worst. Can't get over the fucking standing animation. If you charge, Mega Man stops blinking his eyes. That's also the least of our worries. Let's get to the game. If I could jump. Okay. So let's get the intro stage out of the way so we can actually do the actual stages. I would like to point out that this game doesn't deal with bolts, so obviously there's a store. We'll check that later on. So what could save this game at this point? Awesome level design, amazing bosses, and colorful levels. And just get the feeling of a Mega Man game right. That can save this game. So let's get through the intro here. I did put my controller on the bottom right on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. Looks like I can charge my buster in this phase. So one thing I'll demonstrate to you right off. You lose your charge when you get hit. The only other Mega Man game that does that is Mega Man 5, and that's the last thing you should implement to your fan game, because it totally cuts the flow of your gameplay. Why would you charge when every time you get hit you lose the charge? Why would you ever charge? You're just better off mashing the button. It's a bit like Mega Man 8 in that sense, where shooting the bosses with just a normal buster is better than charge one. I like the boss as a whole though. The design and looks were amazing. But that's your introduction stage for the game. So after the intro we are placed in a Mega Man 4 styled Game Boy Select screen. This is fine, they don't always have to be the same like in the NES games. It's a good variation. But the problem here is that I thought I couldn't select Illusion Man because his sprite was so dim. I thought literally I can't select him. But that's just how his sprite is. The developer certainly wasted a lot of time designing this Robot Master. It looks kind of familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. In any case, let's go check out Scorchman stage first. And also, if you notice the Mega Man 6 style, the height and weight at the bottom left on this left screen, kudos, cause... So... oh! The stage just starts there. Without even giving me any time, it's like, ready! BAM! Welcome to the fucking Scorchman stage, bitch. I can't even make this jump. Look at what the big problem is with this game though. Well, at first, let's look at this, because look at how far below the fire comes from the enemy. So when you take a hit, look at this. You just fall down on your ass. And that becomes a problem later on when most of the enemies are placed in such a way where if you take a hit, you're just gonna fall down on your ass repeatedly and repeatedly until you die, because you can't get back up in time. I'm really fucking bothered by this standing sprite. Just goddamn. But I'll showcase a problem with ladders. This is gonna be a lot different from the 2.5D evaluation I did, because just look at this game. So you grab the ladder a bit far away. So if you even if you're like even if you're here, you still go down it, and this will become a problem later on. Looks like I'm on nothing now. So that's gonna become a huge problem. You kind of latch into the ladders, and so let's try to look past the awful controls. Right here I would shoot 3 times, but the game doesn't allow me. You can see how fast I'm tapping the button there. But the game says no. Fall back on our ass. These are just tillies. Why 2 hits? Why not 1 hit? And the first time I saw this enemy, I thought I could land on it. Because the way it like enters the screen, it's like, welcome, ride me. And then you're like, oh, okay. How are you supposed to know that thing is fucking hurting you? Okay, okay, so here's one problem spot. First thing you want to do is get rid of the tilly. Because that's thing too much in this room. Is that even English? So, I'll show you. Bam, take a hit, can't move. Bam, take a hit, can't move. It just becomes a repeated problem. Of course, now that I know how to avoid it, it's a lot easier. This design I like though. Not many Mega Man games do this kind of deal, where the blocks fall down from under you. Again, weird. That's kind of weird enemy. The fire is so separated from the actual sprite of the enemy. I kind of like this section. The background is very nice. Looks very good. The graphics so far have been amazing. I'm not a fan of the sprites, but I'm a fan of the level design. Well, not... okay, level design is giving too much credit. I'm talking about the graphics of the levels. The shows I don't like. They look like a 12-year-old made them. And we will have to come back to this stage to get the wall open. But I'm gonna show you what not to do when you are designing a Robot Master. Scorchman is the very example of that, so that's why we came into this stage here. So let's take it slowly, because I've taken so much damage showcasing stuff to you. Just cancelled my jump somehow. Not sure if you saw that. So one problem in this game is invisible walls, and that I can't understand why they're there. Sometimes I just bonk my head on nothing. And again, charging is not what you should be doing. There's one invisible wall here. So weird, like, why can't I jump? Why can't I jump up? Why would you put an invisible... Excuse me? Hold on, hold the fuck on. Why is this possible? I'm just gonna ignore it. What a placement for a tilly. So... ah, they will just keep coming down? Let's see. I'm really curious now. They will slowly come back down. But will they enter the screen? Ooh, they are close. Will they enter the screen? This is quite interesting. So, now I'm fucked pretty much. But they did enter the screen. So I have to take damage here, no matter what now. Why would you even do that? So they didn't reset the screen. They didn't separate the screens from each other. I think that's gonna become a bigger problem than I even think right now. What a lovely placement. This is what Mega Man is all about. Do some bullshit placement for enemies and make you tear your hair out. How is this? That's so much fun. But we are at the boss, so I can showcase the boss to you. Okay, that was strange. Again, with the same problem than in Mega Man 2.5D, it sustains the sound effect when you pause the game. So this is how not to do a Robot Master. Let's try to find out a Buster no miss strategy for this. Whoa! So there's gotta be a strategy, right? There has to be a strategy for this guy. Because otherwise it wouldn't be truly Mega Man-ish. So let's just try to see... let's try to see what his pattern is. Because truly he has to have one in order for this to be a fan game. showcasing Mega Man. Every boss should have a pattern. And if you can't beat a game with Buster only no miss, it's not a good game. That's my philosophy. If Buster only no damage is not possible, the game design is lacking. So let's see if we can find out a strategy for this. I'm just jumping randomly. That's why I'm studying here. I'm trying to see if there is a pattern for this, or if he just chooses a random thing and does it. Because if that's the case, welcome to Shadow Man, right? But so far, it does look like he could have a pattern. How are you supposed to avoid that? It's like BAM! I'm just jumping randomly. That's all I'm doing. Because most of his shots are on the ground, and just one is off ground. So I just keep jumping and hoping he doesn't do the off ground one. So let's try to actually beat him. He corners you, so there's nothing you can do there. I just got hit by nothing, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa! Did you see that? Jesus, Mac fucking Christ! Now I want McDonald's burger here. So it is a bit easier than I originally thought, but still, look at this boss. It's broken as hell. I think it is possible to no-miss perfect this guy, but that would require some luck. This is not a fun design, he just does whatever the fuck he wants. I'm not certain there is a strategy for this guy. But in any case, he is down, but that's how not to do a Robot Master, I think. That's a cool effect. That I like. That's pretty cool. So this is a little replay of Scorchman stage. And you really shouldn't put enemies on the first screen. You end up getting hit most of the time if you're not fully awake. Even the ready doesn't help when the Met just fires right after that. So I don't like that. You should always give the player the ability to move before getting hit. What I find weird about this game is that the Mega Buster should probably deal 3 damage, but I think it deals only 2. Because it doesn't go through enemies that normally take 2 hits. Normally in a Mega Man game where you fire the Mega Buster, I mean the Charge Buster, it goes through the enemy if the enemy's health equals less than the damage that the Charge Buster has. I probably said Mega Buster, I meant Charge Buster earlier there, my bad. So I can look past the bad controls, I can be semi-efficient in the game even though I'm having a very hard time controlling myself. A lot of inputs are being eaten, even more so than in Mega Man 2.5D. This is atrocious in... Oh, okay. The energy just dropped through the stage, not sure if you noticed that. The controls are hideous, and it's greatly affecting my gameplay. So let's see if we can beat Scorchman here with... I'm trying to do no-miss here, but we'll see if that works. The problem with Scorchman is that he chooses a random pattern every time. And I've been studying this for quite a while now, and that seems to be the case. So he doesn't have a set pattern. He doesn't have any brain. Like if you're far away or if you're close, he always does the same thing. He just has like 4 different moves, and he just picks one randomly. And that's all he does. So doing a no-miss challenge on this would be hair-tearing, I'll tell you that much. He's just doing whatever, and sometimes he can charge you up to a corner, and that's pretty much it for that run. This is the best I can do for now, and even this is pretty bad. Because random is always random, you can't control that. So almost died, but that's Scorchman. Such a lackluster design for a Robot Master. Don't make a Robot Master that does random moves, because that's not truly Mega Man. Make it react to what you are doing, and make it have patterns. That's how you make a Robot Master, not like this. let's move on. So a good follow-up for Scorchman would be Clampman. So let's go there right now. Clampman suffers from the same problem as Scorchman. He'll do a random thing every time he attacks. But the problem is that he can do like 2 patterns at the same time, so good luck dodging both of those. You end up dodging the other and getting hit by the other, but I'll show it to you once we're there. This stage is full of mechanics, and you really can't have mechanics in a game that performs this bad. Because what ends up happening is... oh, and of course I have to showcase this. No iframes for one, I just got hit by the spikes when I was in my iframe and died. So that means that when I'm blinking after taking damage, I should be able to take a hit from the spike. You should note that there are no iframes on spikes in Mega Man 1 either, but here it's just inconsistent. Sometimes you die when you have iframes and sometimes you don't. That's the thing. But the other thing I really wanted to showcase there is that you can't slide under Hammer Joe's hammer. In a typical Mega Man game that is possible, but not in here, so let's try that again. Nope. But let's try the iframe thing again as well. Nope, you just die. So sometimes you can walk on spikes with the iframes and sometimes you can't. I'm not sure why that is, but let's actually kill ourselves to get full lives. Why does that happen? Why do you explode every time you fall down a pit? They didn't know how to program a pit? Or what is this? So they just put... Is it because... remember the enemies that came down from the second screen? Maybe he didn't know how to code the pit, so instead he put some invisible death spikes down there to prevent you from going to the next screen, because there might be a screen down there we don't see. I'm just guessing here, but that seems like a valuable, valid observation, don't you think? Can't get over the... I don't think I can get over these sprites, like while playing this. I'm just gonna talk about them at all times. They're just hideous. I can't understand why I can't get... If you're making a Mega Man fan game, you can't get the sprites right. What makes you still continue with the game? So let's go down here. The problem in this stage is the various mechanics, like these pressers. It's cause the game is pretty broken. I'll showcase it on the little screen on the right what kind of shenanigans have been happening here, so you get an idea of why I'm talking about the mechanics being bad. I thought about using the little screen on the right to showcase all of the problems I've had previously when scouting the stage, so I don't have to kill myself repeatedly on the actual gameplay here. That's just gonna diminish the value of my show. So, one problem with this enemy is that, would you guess that getting hit by the upper guy hurts you and the lower guy doesn't? So, that hurts you, but the lower guy doesn't. There's no spikes on that guy. Why do I get a... Why do I get damage from it? But that's just lackluster design. It annoys me the fuck off. So actually I don't care about later for now. I'll go down here because I'm gonna showcase a problem to you that is present in here as well as later on. Motherfucking jumps. That's what I mean. If you design a stage with full of like full-blown mechanics like this, you better make damn sure they work well. That was mostly my fault, but also I'm gonna accuse the controls for that. So let's get back to where I died. Okay, so now we're close to where I died. So let's try that again. It's because the mechanics are so weird in this part. Drives you off. Alright, there we go. So it's all about getting used to the game's shitty controls and getting over that. Once you get over that, it gets a bit easier. But then when you go play other Mega Man games, you're like, oh, okay, the game actually works, and your brain doesn't work on that game after you play this. So look carefully at the top. Look at what the pressor is doing. Did you spot it? It ends up in a different height every time. So sometimes it's over the screen, so you can't see it like that. But sometimes it's not. And if you jump on it when it's not, you actually bonk your head on it. But if it's up like not visible, you don't. So actually, you fucking do that now. I've actually jumped there and it didn't. So it's very inconsistent. I don't even know how you program that. How do you program it to say fuck you? Can you teach me? I'm just very curious. So you have to be very careful of everything you do in this game because nothing makes sense. Everything like changes its rules as you go. Like your legs might be your arms the next day you wake up. And what are you gonna do? Blame the game for it? Yes, in this case. So, you haven't seen nothing yet. This is the part where I spend most of my days. If you get the reference, kudos. But this is where you're gonna die in this stage if you are. Because it evolves around the faulty mechanics of the game. It's a neat idea. I like the graphics, I like everything you've done in this stage. It's just that it doesn't work well, and when it doesn't work well, the stage design doesn't save your ass. I still don't know why you made Tellies take 2 hits instead of 1. It's okay though, I don't care that much, it's just personal. So, this is one design I like. Getting past another enemy to hit another. This is quite fun actually, but most of the stages in this game are made in such a way where you have to stop on your tracks to think about stuff. And that's not really how Mega Man is supposed to be. Mega Man is supposed to be fluent gameplay, accompanied with puzzles every now and then. And the puzzles are usually to test your speed and to test your IQ. But not in the sense of like puzzles. But this game makes you stop on your tracks very often. So the boss, to summarize this boss, if you're dodging something else he's doing, you're getting hit by the other. And because he has this one move where he charges at you, you are pretty much limited to the side of the screen. So you pretty much have to stay on either left or right side of the screen. Otherwise, you have pretty much no chance. It's easier to time it when you are next to the screen, like when he does that. Oh, now he just cancelled his pattern, I've never seen that happen before. So, the problem here is, he does so many things at once. How are you supposed to dodge all of this? Shit. That's the move I was talking about, it's easier to be on the corner. And that pretty much limits you to 3 pixels, where you can safely stand. We can jump over, but you can see, like, he charges back at you, so if you're in the middle of the screen, you're gonna get hit. You can't dodge this move twice, there's no way, because he's so fast, so you just have to be on the edge of the screen here. And that is kind of fucking stupid, if you ask me. Design a boss that makes you be in the corner like this. So I'm gonna take a death here, I think I have lives, and I'm gonna really try to do a no-miss Buster only on this. It's not gonna even happen, but I'm gonna give it my best shot to give it the benefit of the doubt. But I'm gonna have to be on either left or right side of the. Yep, there he just hit me there. I should have slipped under him, but I don't have the foresight, you know. I don't know what he's gonna do. Oh, so the rock falling on him actually cancels his pattern. That's pretty interesting, actually. That's pretty fun. I didn't catch that last time, but that I like. That's coding smarts, but everything else here, I can't really. There's nothing else to say about this boss. It's just you just go to the left or right corner and hope for the best. Because when he does this, you have no way of avoiding his attacks. So that's Clamp, man. Again, doing random shit for no reason. You can't predict what he's gonna do. And Mega Man bosses typically are all about predicting what the boss is gonna do. And so far, these 2 bosses, you have no prediction time. They just do random things and you just have to adjust, but there is usually no time to adjust because they are doing like 3 to 4 patterns at the same time. You dodge another, you get hit by the other. That's just lackluster design. Oh god, Blade. Looks like we can't select anyone else here. So let's just go save the game, and that's it for this episode. So if you agree with me, leave a like, and if you disagree, leave a dislike. See you on the next episode.